Hey everyone, it's Terry here. Welcome to day 15 of our Leap to Lead program. Today is going to be something a little different than we've done in the past. I'm going to show you something that I do to offer customer service to my customers. So I'm packaging up an order, and I thought this would be a perfect time for me to show you and tell you a little bit about not only how to give good customer service to your customers, but how to package up an order, some of the basic things that you should be doing in your business on a consistent basis. Now, why I do these things. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do and why I do them. And let me tell you that in 8.5 years of doing this, this is the number one thing that gets me repeat business every time. I have customers that have been with me since the beginning, that simply because I offer little things that not only encourage them to come back to me, but they refer their friends and family to me as well. So, and it's simple little things. Okay, so let me know when you're here. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said, so I got an order that's going out. I actually have a few orders that are going out, and really simple. When you're placing an order, whether it's in a large party, Scentsy does not send bags. So you can actually add them to every order. You can add them to yourself. And I believe you just like customer bags. And they're like $1.50 for 10 bags. And they're really simple. They don't have any branding on them. They don't have anything on them. You do not need to. You can go into and buy the other bags. I think they call them totes. I'm not sure what they call those, or sacks. That's what they call them. And they will have the Scentsy logo on them. So you can order if you want to upgrade, you totally can do that. They do have different bags, different size bags. So you can get smaller bags. You can get giant bags if you want. I just get these ones. They're inexpensive, and because I already add so much to the bag, I don't need to have the big Scentsy thing on them. And to be honest, your customer's probably just going to throw them out. Now, they do have other bags in the Scentsy Success, the consultant store. You can get the reusable bags. They're really fun. We'll get those when I have a really big party, and the hostess has done extremely well. Her home party's done great, or her party's done really well, and I'm going to deliver this big package to her. I will get those reusable bags. I will add them to my order. So most consultant store items, other than personalized items, can be added to any party order. So you can definitely go check that out. I know you can add shirts. You just have to pick the size. But anything personalized, you have to go through the consultant store to do that. But for bags, I just go with the simple ones. Just go with the simple customer bags. They're really inexpensive, and you can add so much more value to the bag. Okay, so like I said, just a clear bag. And so the customer ordered a mini warmer, a no knot spot detangling spray, washer whiffs, and 6 bars of wax. All right, so this is all her order. So instead of me just throwing it in the bag, because like you could totally do that, but what's the value then? Now think about this. When you're offering customer service, how would you want to be treated? Is it the little things that go a long way? Is it a way someone makes you feel? Yes, absolutely. So when I'm packaging up an order, first thing I do is I go through and I go and get these from the dollar store. They have these labels at the dollar store. I use Avery Design online to create my things. I used my little Bitmoji cartoon. There's a bunch of different emoji things that you can use. You can download it to your phone and upload it to Avery. You can totally play along with that. So I just created the little label using the Avery Design program. It's free. And I just printed them off at home. And I find that that's so much more inexpensive because I go through so many labels that this way is really inexpensive. Don't forget, whenever you buy stuff like this from Dollarama, including ribbon, it's a write-off. So keep that receipt, put it in with your income tax. You can put it in like a filing cabinet for the month. That kind of thing. So anyway, we can talk about receipts another time, but for now you're going to get your labels. You're going to have your order. Now I label everything. I put my information on everything. Okay. Here's the thing. When my information's on everything, for instance, if she runs out of this, she knows there's my information. She knows she can call me to get a replacement. Same thing with this. Like, okay, so this one here has the plastic on it. She usually just cuts this off. She's had this before. She just peels off the the plastic on the top and goes. But either way, she knows my contact information is here if she needs any more. Same thing with my bars of wax. I label all of my bars. Every single one of them, I label them as well. I never label the front of them because this is Scentsy intellectual property, and you want them to see the name of the product. Some people, I've seen them put the stickers here. I've seen them put them on the bottom. I prefer to put them on the inside because when they're opening it up and they're going, oh, I'm out of wax, they can see my information. Now, I drop my label to the bottom. It's French on the bottom. So if I was French only, I would put my sticker at the top where it's English. So it depends on the customer, right? But for me, I put it at the bottom part so that they can have my contact information right away. And I do that with every product I put in the bag because I want them to contact me if they run out. So that's part of it, okay? And the thing is that in a way it's adding it as a customer service value, because if you are not labeling your stuff, then how are your customers ever going to contact you when they run out? And yes, they will. Trust me. They do call you when they run out because they don't know where else to go. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I bought these from my consultant, but I don't know how to get in touch with her because she never gave me her information. So you want to overload her with information. Okay, so I'm going to open the bag. I'm going to put everything in. So I usually put the big items in the bottom, in first, because it's easier to stack. I put the bars in and I stack them side by side so that they stand up nice. I'm not throwing them in because they're plastic. I don't want the plastic to break. I want them to look really nice and tidy. Okay, and I'm gonna stack them up nice and neat. 12 bars of wax and her spray. Okay, now, I could be done, right? I could say that's it. It's not it. That's not it. So here's the thing. I wanna make sure she gets a receipt. And why do I want her to get a receipt? Well, again, I want her to know that this is my business and I'm going to take care of this, right? And I just knocked all the bars over. Anyway, so I take my order form and I make sure that her information's here. All of her products are listed here. All the prices are listed here. And her information, the totals. So the subtotal, the shipping price, the tax, and the total. See, again, I put my sticker right there at the top, okay? So you can fill it out if you want, but this is where those stickers come really handy, all right? So when you're doing your order form, you want to make sure you're getting all of their contact information, not just their name. You want to get their name, their full address, their phone number, and their email. And the reason you want this is because you are building your database of contacts. And as you're getting new customers, your every order that you add into your workstation compiles up into what's called the contacts tab in your workstation. If you log into your workstation and actually click on contacts and you've entered orders in the past, you will see all of the past customers you've actually entered their contact information in. Now here's the cool thing. When you get their email address and you click the little box that says subscribe to newsletter, it should do it automatically. But you want to make sure that that box is checked off for yes, because Scentsy automatically sends out a newsletter every single month with all the new promotions to every customer you have registered with a good email address. And yes, customers will unsubscribe. That happens. But if you don't get their email, they're never going to get that email. Now, if you get the email and don't check the box, they're not going to get that email either. But cool thing is that you can go back into the contacts tab. You can edit all those contacts to get their information in there. The other thing too, as you're building your contacts, it's going to sync up with a program called Sell with Amy, AMI. You can look it up on your phone apps if you're with Google Play or Apple, either one. It is a program. It is a paid service if you want the pro version, and it a really great follow-up system where it automatically templates text messages and emails. All you have to do is just send them. It's so awesome. But we're going to talk about Sell with Amy another time, but definitely get your contact information completely filled out. Here's the other thing. If for whatever reason you're placing an order with your customer and something goes on back order, you need to contact them to let them know. Give them a call, send them a text, send them an email, all of the above, whatever you want. But ultimately, your business, this is your business. And the only way your business is going to survive is with people and by getting all of their contact information and building your contacts database. Okay? So do that for sure. The other thing too is that you want to make sure you're writing all of the information down. You want to write down every scent for every bar, the name of the warmer, the name of the scent of the washer whiffs, the name of the scent of the no-knot spray that you got for the pet line. You want to write down every single one of them, because when you're getting your big box of orders, it makes it so much easier to have your order form out, pick the orders, get everything packaged up so that it's ready to go. Okay, so I'm just going to fix these bars because it's going to drive me absolutely bonkers. All right. Oh, one more. All right. So I've got my stuff in the bag, all ready to go. Next, I have their order form. So the top part of this order form, once you're done and the customer orders are ready to go, you can actually peel this off and put it in the bag. Now, if they're paying by credit card, I give this back to them. I do not want to keep their credit card information on hand. I do not want them to ever come back to me to say, you have my credit card on file, or if there's any fraudulent charges, you do not want to keep that on file. So I actually tell all my customers, I'm going to give you this copy back. I will keep this. And as you notice, where the credit card information, it's blacked out. I do not keep credit cards on file. There's too much pressure in 8.5 years, not gonna happen. Okay, so I peel off this part. So now again, they have my contact information. They know how to reach me. It has all the information very clear what has happened with their order. So now I'm not done. All right, so I wanna make sure they get a few little fun things from me. Now, if they went to a party of mine, chances are they have one of my catalogs. But if they ordered from me on, let's say they ordered through me from an online party, they did not get one of my actual catalogs. So I'm going to make sure that I put one of the catalogs in there, again, with my contact information on the back of it, very clearly displayed so that they know that they can shop anytime they'd like. All right. Then I also include the scent and warmer of the month flyer with a little sample of that as well. And I put that right in the middle. Cool. And I stick that in the bag and I put it kind of down on the side. Other things I'm going to do is I am going to write her a little thank you note. Thank you so much for your order. Your order helps support my business. And then I actually made these little cards up with canva.com. So this is me and my family. All right. So that they know who we are. And it just shows that they are supporting not just me, but my family as well. And I just made this, like I said, made it up with Canva, printed it up in like little postcard size and then cut them up. And this is just inexpensive paper. Okay. See, it's just inexpensive paper. So then I actually ordered these from the consultant store. These are actually scented cards that you can get from the consultant store. This one's scented with coconut lemongrass. So it has like the Scentsy logo on the back. They're blank, so you can write a little thank you to your customer. Thank you so much for supporting so-and-so's party, whatever the circumstances may be. Ultimately, when you write a personal note and you include it in anything, whether you send it in the mail, just a simple thank you goes a long way. You want to make sure that you are showing acknowledgement by sending a little thing like this because they're going to appreciate this so much more. But it shows that you just aren't in it for the money. You're in it for building those relationships. And this will stick with them a really long time. Okay? Fun fact too about marketing is that when you include something with pictures, they have a really hard time about throwing this away. And again, it has my contact information all over it. So that makes it really interesting too. So I usually include that in their thank you card. So I handwrite a little note, putting their name in it. Inside this little envelope as well, I'm going to include my business card. I put a little rub and sniff sticker and a magnet so they can stick it on their fridge so they know how to contact me. And I'm going to include a couple of free samples in there as well. Samples honestly plant seeds like you have no idea. Okay. So I usually include one or two. Again, I got these from the consultant store as well. You can make up your own if you want. I find these are just so much easier in my crazy hectic life just to have them on hand. And I usually get these every once in a while, usually around payday. For those of you earning Shooting Star and Sensational Starts, you can use your product credit in this consultant store too. So these are really great things because these things here I will get customers reordering these products because I included them as samples in their order. So it's really interesting, especially with the scent of the month. They'd be like, oh my gosh, I really like that. I want to order that one. And I like to try and include the sample, a sample of next month's scent of the month in with their order as well, because it entices them, and they're getting a little something that nobody else is going to get unless they ordered from me. So then I usually will include these in their order as well. And I usually will, after I've written it all up, I put it in their envelope, I write their name on it. You put stickers on it if you want to. And then I usually include this, and I'll put this right on the top of their order with their receipt on top as well. I usually put the receipt on the top so I can see where the heck it's going. Mostly so I can see where it is and whose order it is. And then I'm not done. So then I'm gonna take some curly ribbon, because I love curly ribbon. Now you guys could go crazy at decorating this bag. I am a kind of keep it simple kind of girl. So I just take the handle and I just tie it up. Actually, I double that. So I double up the ribbon so it makes it extra poofy and fun. And then I tie it up. Now in the consultant, actually in the marketing tab, every single month, you can go on to, oh shoot, I did that wrong. You can actually go into the consultant store, marketing tab, sorry, in the Scentsy Success section. You can go into the marketing tab, and they actually will have little thank you tags, little invites, little fun things that you can print off to kind of entice, like it goes kind of with the theme of what's going on. We'll sometimes have the warmer and scent of the month. So it's kind of fun that you can kind of theme it out that way. Canva.com, C-A-N-V-A, is a really great, you can download it as an app on your phone. You can actually access it on the internet. It is free. They do have paid services. I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. But yeah, you can just go have fun with it, right? So I'm just going to curl up some ribbons so that it's extra fun. And the thing is that every time one of my customers gets one of their orders, they feel like they're getting a little extra gift. It's a little extra special, right? And it's a fun way for me to say thank you. Okay, so it's nothing special, but it has a little something extra, it has a little extra inside it. When they look at their bag, they're not just getting their order, they're getting a little extra love in there too. One of the other things I will include in this as well with the catalog and the warmer and scent of the month flyer is I will include any promotions that are happening either this month or next. So for next month, we're getting our Bring Back My Bar special. So I will include like a little card, kind of like that size with the Bring Back My Bars on it. I just haven't printed them off yet. And I'm going to be including one of those in the bag as well. And there's other things too, like you can I usually write inside the note, thank you so much for supporting so-and-so's party. They did extremely well with your support. They were able to earn X number in free product and this much in half off items. If you're ever interested in hosting your own party to earn free Scentsy, please let me know, give me a call. I actually get a ton of people who want to book parties, do bag parties, do online parties. When COVID's not happening, I do a lot of home parties. People prefer them because they get to smell. Really, they just love to smell Scentsy. So, and they get to learn a bunch of different ways and different things that happen. So part of your customer service is to go a little extra for your customers, offer them a little extra service. Let them know that not only, let them know that they can contact you anytime to place a reorder, but that you're here if you have any questions. Let them know their options, because a lot of people don't know that they can book a party that doesn't cost them anything and earn free product. They have no idea. So it's really interesting. You can actually educate your people simply by packaging up an order. Okay. Yeah. So if you have any questions about packaging up an order or anything like that, let me know. So your homework is to show me a picture of a packaged order. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but use some of the tips that I gave you tonight to package up your order. Okay. Make sure your stuff is labeled. That's the number one. Okay. Make sure you have a little thank you note in there. Even if you're just handwriting lists on like a little piece of paper, just handwrite a little note inside it, whatever it's going to take. But let me see, your homework tonight is to show me an order packaged. All right. So that's it for tonight. I hope you guys have a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.